good.
It's
I've
heavier
been
up here
loath to
than
change
than
these
down
lines.
south.
So
But even like over our house, so far I think we've gotten an inch.
I can't
So
imagine
we're the
how
low
easy
rate,
it
so
couldn't for Sam.
and that's when we left.
You like
So
it,
we
yeah.
left at what,
Such
5:30.
big.
Very helped us back.
But
Yeah.
usually I heard
He's a two-way
really
player
storms.
automatically,
Just one
so.
storm.
But
Another one was tomorrow.
Terry knows he's seen these
As long
kids
as we all
skating
get
enough
home,
to
then
know.
we're all good.
So
Although
guys
my
to
little one
watch.
plays tomorrow.
Brendan had a big game against us
They
last
played this
night.
morning, and they tried to move up,
But
like
Luke
play
can
again
run
at 4
hockey
o'clock
cold.
with
This
this other
team's
team.
still
They didn't want
Idiot
to
didn't
do
like
it. So
last
we
week.
want to be fresh for the game. So I'm like,
Until we
do you
got
want to lose
those
today or
two
do you want to lose tomorrow? Beating them every time, but
Yeah. Although Schmidt, yeah.
right. And then the final commit happened. It's supposed to be at
The
6.
game that you called was Facebook Live. I just said we called the Facebook.
Oh, he's not there.
Must have seen us in the
Yeah, it looked it.
I was looking
Because
at
he couldn't put any weight on both teams play this afternoon. So
And
they got to
there's a
find their
feeling coming
feet.
out of
And
that.
they're going to be, and it's just, I mean, most championship games, you get a little bit of grip of the stick tighter early,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to make a mistake.
Yeah.
So I agree. I mean, you might, but sometimes in these games, and maybe Terry's coaching the kids this way, the team that comes out a little bit on the early, sometimes you might get a little bit of a lead early. If you
Yeah.
can somehow get that.
Hello, I'm Dr. Scott Woody of Mountain Streams Medical Center. We specialize in non-surgical hemorrhoid treatment and office-based proctology. Our mission is to provide the absolute best care, quickly so you can get relief, and effectively so you can avoid expensive hospitalizations, loss of work, and downtime. I want you to know you're not alone. We see many people just like you and me in our offices every day. In fact, some experts say that up to 50% of people will suffer from hemorrhoids in their lifetime. We see all ages of patients from 15 to 95 years old. Young mothers, whether they're pregnant or just delivered, heavy lifters, runners, people that are very active or very sedentary. When you schedule your appointment, you will see me personally for all of your care.
Welcome back to Sports Stable here in Superior, Colorado for the Kaha State Playoff Championship game. I'm Alan Waters. I'll be doing the color commentating tonight. My good friend Tom Mahalik is here with me doing the play-by-play.
Evening, everybody. Great to see you.
Welcome to the broadcast, Tom. Good to have you. The Cherry Creek Bruins defeated the Valor Eagles this afternoon, a 3-0 win. And that's what brought them here to the championship game. And our Regis Raiders won over the Fort Collins Lambkin. And that was also a 3-0 score, and that's how we got here this evening. We're down to two teams, the Raiders versus the Bruins. Looking forward to an incredible competition by these two squads this evening. Throughout the tournament, Regis has delivered a 3-0-1 record. And Creek has delivered a 4-0 record. Neither of those matter anymore, do they, Tom?
No, right now it just comes down to this moment and the next 45 minutes of hockey.
So Creek and the Raiders, arch rivals to say the very least. We've probably faced these guys over the last 7 or 8 months between regular season games and scrimmages 4 or 5 times. We'll give you a couple highlights on the last 3 contests between these two teams. We played, the Raiders played Creek on February 20th. We lost that game 1-0. We then matched up with them again on March 6th. And we lost that game 2-0. And then March 8th, 2 days later, which was a scrimmage. And we lost that one 3-1. They got this young goaltender in net by the name of Dylan Wild. Not only is he a big body, athletic, and agile. When you go through 3 contests, and when I tell you, I assure you, we had plenty of shots on net. 1 goal over 3 games. He's a shutdown goaltender. He's going to be a tough one. But you know what? Last 2 games, we got a goaltender that's put up similar numbers. Fantastic games by Ryan Miller. And it's not the official word, but I'd be shocked to see if that. I think I can say with a high level of confidence he's going to be in net tonight for us.
Yeah, Ryan really finding his game during the course of this tournament, and especially in games that have been tight early on. This last game against Fort Collins, that game stayed close after an early goal for the Raiders as Fort Collins plays their typical style of that lockdown defense. And there were some big saves down the stretch before the Raiders opened it up to that 3-0 lead and kind of coasted down the stretch. But up into deep in the third period, it was Miller who was keeping the Raiders right there in control.
Fantastic performance by Miller. So we got the game sponsored by Mountain Streams Medical tonight, and that is the Woody family. So thank you to the Woody family and Mountain Streams Medical for bringing the game this evening. And of course, as always, Shaw Hockey, Suzanne and Mike making this possible for the broadcast. And then Mr. Mahalik, I think he's going to be humble here and not say too much. I think he actually, I don't think I know. He asked me not to even mention it going to the broadcast, but the Mahalik family sponsored the game, and I failed to mention that 2 games ago. That game came to us from Mahalik. What's the company name again? Take 5-10 seconds. Let's do a little advertisement for you too, Tom.
My partner and I, Jim Lessig, we run Advanced Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Happy to support Regis as we always do, and really excited for the kids just to get out and play, and thankful for Shaw to make this year possible for so many people not here at the rink and through some of the tougher times. And more than happy to be a sponsor there, as my partner and I both played men's hockey together, really love it. Have been Avs season ticket holders. We were for probably 14 years till my kids got so busy I couldn't go to the games anymore. Hoping to get back to that sometime down the road. So happy to be here and happy to be sponsors anytime.
Listen, 2 games ago I called out a little call out for all the families in Regis and all the support we get, and that's a big part of it. None of the Shaw stuff happens. None of these broadcasts happen without the sponsorships, the families, the team fund that we collect. Listen, Shaw puts on a tremendous product, but it doesn't come to us free. And all the support we get from the families is absolutely phenomenal. So before we drop the puck, I want a couple of shout-outs here. We got Drew Lorenzo, who's got family watching from Massachusetts, Indiana, Connecticut, Georgia, and Florida. So he is spanning the nation. And a big hello to Uncle Jerry from the Lorenzo family. Carson Williams has got cousins, Jenny, Dan, Miles, and looks like Jet. That's Jet. So I put that down in dry erase, and I had to have a little recollection there. I believe that is Jet. And a happy birthday to Jenny. So thank you for joining the broadcast. We're looking forward to a terrific game. What do you think, Tom? What are we going to see?
Well, I think we were talking before you came on the air about both of these teams, obviously strong performances leading up to here. But I think we're looking to see if there's going to be a feeling out period between these 2 lineups early on, just trying to get a feel for any probing a little bit for weaknesses. And they know each other so well that the styles are not going to be anything that changes right off the bat. And I think after a little bit of settling in, it's just going to come down to who can play their game, exert their will, and create their opportunities. That's
going to be the same lineup with the exception of the following. I believe Dan Rath has been added to the lineup, and he'll be wearing number 25. We'll get the line squared away. And then Waters is out of the game. Waters number 8 will be worn by Teddy Armitage.
Okay, and here we go.
Do the number proud there, Mr. Armitage.
That's right. Raiders win the faceoff, backhanded in deep by Balatbat as the faceoff was won there by Beck. Cameron slips in behind the cage, feeds that back for Manville, and a quick feed out and a shot from Beck that goes off the goaltender's shoulder and up over the net. Comes back out to the blue line but kept in. Trying to slip the man is Beck, but it's taken off him cleanly there by Carson Campbell. Campbell cuts ahead at the blue line, steps back, taken right off the puck with a good defensive play there. Stepping up was Williams. Back on, though, and controlled by the Bruins. Tapped out front, forcing a save there on the backhand shot by Miller. He's up to the task, and now kept in from the point again by Creek. Carson takes that puck away, and it gets out beyond the blue line to center ice. Backhanded down the boards. Carter's going to be in a battle there with Alexei Suchkov. Suchkov comes out with it. Wade slips out front. Shot low, sticked aside easily there by Miller. And up to the far side boards where Eli Ash is there waiting.
And there is your confirmation that it is Miller in net for the Raiders tonight.
Ash kicks that up out of the zone, fed right back ahead onto the stick of Carter. He'll go cross ice D to D for Liam McDonald, and then dumped into the zone on net by the Raiders. Comes up to the near side corner. Pulaski's there to battle for that puck. Comes free onto the stick of Ash. Pulaski breaking free, gets held up by the man. That gives room for Mark Hambrick on D to get there, but good support comes from Ash, and Eli comes out with it. Hambrick again tries to kick it free in the corner. Up in the play. It looks like Woody's up. No, excuse me. That's Pete Armitage that's up in the corner. Shot from the point comes in from McDonald. Ends up going wide of the net. Comes all the way around the near side boards and out. Jumping ahead is Creek as they throw a puck in. Blocker to side nicely there by Miller. And the rebound, weakly shot on net. And then a fresh backhand again that comes in from Wade is held by Miller.
It's probably something that gets overstated in hockey, but it is a meaningful number. That first goal is going to be so meaningful for either one of these squads today. With only, what, we got 4, 5, 6, 7 goals scored in the last 3 games between these 2 teams. That first goal is going to be a very important one.
In and around it comes, around the cage, thrown out front through the crease, goes all the way through as the D had players tied up there as the Raiders do a good job in front. Puck knocked back up to the point, slapped down low, easily pad save aside of the corner there by Miller, directing the puck well. Now it's onto the stick of Lai. Lai tapped ahead, feeding there for Lorenzo just outside of Drew's reach, but he pressures the D and forces Kretschner to throw it around to the near side boards for Creek. at the point. Woody can't control, but it is kept in there briefly. Now flipped out of the zone. Good defensive positioning by Williams as Carson comes up on the side. Now a shot short side as that turnover ends up on the stick of number 8, Dominic Suchkov, and it ends up being whistled blown dead as the ref loses sight of the puck.
So Michael Manville's grandpa Jeff and grandma Patty are watching from Wisconsin, and then we got Eli Ash's grandparents watching from California. I understand they're the biggest Raiders fans that are out there.
Face-off is down in the Raiders zone. Defensive zone possession comes onto the stick of Teddy Armadas. Whips it around the far side. A nice play out of the zone. Touch pass comes off for Filler. Nice play. Filler's shot gets deflected wide of the cage. He knocks it in off the backhand behind. It gets tied up in the netting, and Wild chooses to cover and take the face-off at 11:45 of the first period.
I think Creek's had the better scoring chances so far, but to your point, the beginning of the broadcast, that they're still feeling each other out a little bit. Kind of getting the ebb and flow of the game. We'll see how it goes.
Jake comes in for the face-off, but it's one in the defensive zone. Good step up, though, by Trent Schaefer. Pokes it free, but now carried around the far side boards and banged off. Glove down and played by the Raiders, but now tapped back on side by Schaefer and down low. In behind his net is Brendan Wolf. He gets forced off the puck, dumps it up the far side boards, kicked in by a pinching Armadas. And so the Bruins come near side. Instead ends up on Miller's stick. Slapper gets blocked. Step up by Filler to control another shot from Miller from the point. Goes off a leg and outside the zone. Armadas dumps it in deep as the Raiders go for a change. Puck fed way up ice. Comes up to the blue line. Brennan was there trying to control for Creek. And then it slips through Carter, which gives Creek a chance. Shot, nice save. Way to step out, cut down the angle as Miller, as Ryan gets out outside his crease to really cut down that angle.
Early indication as to what the game plan may be from Creek there as well. That was a stretch pass, so all the way from behind the red line, they had one of their forwards. They saw that they had possession, get up against the blue line in the offensive zone, and that was an unusually long pass. So that might be part of the game plan. Stretch it out a little bit.
Tries to dig the puck loose, ends up on the stick of Manville. He slips one man, slides across, backhand knocked down off a body, ends up on the stick of Blattbat briefly, and then ends up being corralled by Manville in behind the net. Blattbat sweeps in for the loose puck, looking out front there. Excuse me, that was Beck looking out front for Blattbat, excuse me. Puck is loose down low, digging at it are the Raiders. And it gets covered by Wild.
Listen, with Wild posting 2 shutouts in the last 3 games, that's the kind of stuff we're going to need to see from our forwards. They're going to have to drive the net. And 2 times in that possession, we crowded the crease.
And the puck was loose, so Wild wasn't freezing it cleanly, and the Raiders aren't backing off. They're in there digging until they hear that whistle.
If you're going to score against them, that's probably how we're going to do it. 10:07 left in the first.
Pulaski's line back out. Face off down, tapped back by the D, played around by Brendan Wolf. He comes out the far side, backhands it up to the point, kicked back in there by Williams. But the Raiders have to get back on side. That allows the puck to be chipped into the Raiders zone by Creek. Woody feeds that all the way around and down into the Bruins zone. No icing, as Wolf had plenty of time to get there for that puck. He feeds it back out high, snaps it through the middle. Bruins are on side. Is coming down the zone as Ryan O'Neill feeds it out front through everyone back to the point. Low shot, rocket coming off the stick of Carson Campbell. Goes wide of the net. Campbell still down, can't get his stick. Bruins shoot one off the side of the post and behind, wrapped out front. Another opportunity swallowed up there by Miller as he gets hit by a player coming through the crease. That was O'Neill coming through the crease that made contact with Miller as the net gets knocked off its moorings.
Miller's okay there, but same game plan that we were taking to their goalie, they just took to ours. So they're driving the net.
A little trouble here behind the play. I'm not sure what happened there. That was after the Campbell took that shot from the point. He went down. Not sure if there was a collision, but he struggles to the bench. Defensive zone face-off win for the Raiders. Luke Miller tries to feed it up, and it gets chipped out of the zone. Here comes Camden Lai on the forecheck pressure against Kretschmer.
Look at Lai fly.
Kretschmer comes out near side up towards the point, kept in by Luke Miller nicely. Now a battle on the near side boards. Miller comes up with it, throws it down wide of the net, stick to side there by Wild to slow it up. Great work by Connor Ihaya to steal that. Backhand out front, loose in the crease, banging at it, and Wild finds it and covers as 2 Raider players end up down on the ice.
Tom, this is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a contest. Once again, we got all 3 forwards driving the net.
No backing down, plenty of physical
down.
play in front of the crease. No fear on either side.
This is not going to be
exactly what you'd want.
This is not going to be a perimeter hockey game. This is going to be inside the house, down and dirty.
Here comes the face-off for Connor Ihaya. Wood in the defensive zone for Hambrick. Hambrick comes around for Creek and feeds it up the boards past Brennan. Brennan tries to dig it out for Creek. Miller does a good job again at the point, but it gets knocked loose. Creek player feeds it off a skate, comes up to the near side. Luke comes ahead again and dumps it into the zone. Pressure there coming down deep for the Raiders. Looks like the puck control battle comes out onto a Creek stick and gets whipped around the boards by Alexei Suchkov. But coming across quickly and stepping up there is Teddy Armitage to bang it back in deep. Suchkov waits, reverses behind his own cage, looking for the breakout. Slides up ice, nobody pressures him, so he takes it. Carries it outside his own blue line, but gets stick checked nicely by Schaefer. Turnover ends up on the stick of Miller, fed off the boards here and played ahead by Filler down deep for Schaefer. Schaefer in on the forecheck, nice solid move to take Hambrick off the puck and freeze that puck up. Is that Damrath? It's down in the zone.
That's Damrath down there, yep.
Step up there by Carter. Matthew doesn't get it, but coming across the support was Schaefer. Just a nice play by Trent. Saw the man trying to get ahead of steam, cut off his angle, slowed him up at the blue line. There's going to be a knee-on-knee that I cannot believe wasn't called as a trip. But Filler gets away with that one. Not that it's intentional, but it just looked like a call that might have come.
Yeah, even those plays that are even incidental, they usually get called.
Instead, though, it's just an icing on the Raiders, back down in their own zone for defensive zone face-off at 7:23.
It was 19 on the Creek squad that was in that collision, and he stayed out there, so he's
yeah,
okay.
He looked okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was any malice there, that's for sure. Just hard work. Face-off comes back up to the point. Creek goes D to D far side. Shot gets blocked nicely by Balatbat.
Well
dumped
done.
in behind the net. Fed near side by McDonald. Tapped back down low, though, by Creek as they keep it in the offensive zone, trying to work their cycle in the corner. Backhanded high. Sauce goes all the way across to the far side boards. Banged in around. Liam is there to feed it up for Manville. Manville through the middle. Slip move comes up ice. Nice pass off for Balatbat. Cameron swings around the D. Backhands it towards the front of the net. Puck is loose. Cameron comes out on the far side. Tries to regain. Chipped ahead and out of the zone by Creek and down. Not deep enough for an icing. Good look up ice there by Liam McDonald. And then a touch pass off for an on-breaking Beck from Manville. Beck comes in. Backhand short side. In the pads and covered up by Wild. I think Beck thought about going around behind the cage, but then last second took the backhand looking for the 5-hole. Wild was able to keep the stick down and then cover.
Let's get pucks at the net. We got James and Luke, Hazel, Dave, and Barbara. McDonald friends and family in Florida.
I got my buddy Paul Mikowski right here in Denver watching. We played his son in the Chap game the other night. And Paul's tuning in because he wanted to see how the finals went.
He's a big hockey fan. Great hockey family.
Puck comes up and out at the blue line. Digging are the Raiders, and Ash comes up with it, feeds it back for McDonald. Ash on the far side, knocks it into the zone down deep. Pulaski on his way in, looking to forecheck on the far side on Wolf. Wolf turns that over onto the stick of Ash. He feeds it down low, battling there, but out comes Creek, and they chip it off the boards, up and out past McDonald down ice. Fast racing Mario Lyles comes into control, but then blows a tire. Fed up the boards on the near side by McDonald. It comes out, nice touch off there, and ends up on the stick of Schaefer, just looking for Ash across, just out of his reach.
Great look by Pulaski.
Or sorry, by Pulaski.
Yeah.
And Pulaski really head up, just a foot out of the reach of Ash.
You could sense him. He knew he was over there.
Shot in from the point is gloved easily by Wild. He chooses to hold it as McDonald dumped that in on net.
How about a shout out to the Aurora Fire Department and crew Ishmael, and the crew out there in Aurora, thanks for all you guys do.
Love our first responders. Thank you, everybody. 5:35 first period. Face-off, one down in the offensive zone. Back at the point, chipped ahead there by Williams. Down low the battle with Ihaya and Lai. Ihaya comes up with it, tries to reverse it back, gets stick check there, and controlled by Creek as they feed it around for Hambrick. He goes in behind his own net, trying to find space here on the near side. Up and out through the middle. Dumped right back in by Carson, down deep, forces them right back, and Ihaya trying to force the pass wide, and it does. Ends up being turned over at the neutral zone, but the Raiders can't gain control, and it gets chipped into their zone.
5 minutes to go in the first period.
Drake Woody's able to regain and come around the near side boards. Comes up through and out, thrown in on net. I'm not sure if Creek was offsides when that shot came in on Miller, but I guess not, and he holds it, and we'll get a face-off. Yep, we will, outside the zone. They were offsides when the shot came in.
It's best to stop it anyways, Tom.
Yeah. Just want to make sure they can get an offensive zone face-off for their minor malfeasance there. Played by Carson Williams, goes off a leg up into the stands. Quick souvenir, claimed, I believe, by Matthew Carter's mom.
She's digging for it.
Fresh puck and a face-off outside the Raider blue line. Dumped back into the zone quickly by Bonasinga for Creek. Carson Williams was there, backhanded up the side, but just out of the reach of Woody. Woody ties up Bonasinga on the near side, but the puck comes out on a Creek stick for Alexei Suchkov. Woody comes up, plays the body hard on Brennan, forces the puck out. It gets wide. Oh, Carson Williams kicks it free. Now a reverse by Brennan. He wheels and fires. I think that save came off the pad of Miller and then dumped all the way down for an icing by the Raiders as things got a little off edge there for the Raiders defensively in the zone.
This game may come down to who's willing to make the sacrifice, and that includes getting in lanes and blocking shots and clearing the house. It's going to be a physical game. I want to see those pucks getting through.
Faceoff comes back up to the point. Wolf dumps it far side corner. Luke Miller's there to wheel, carry in behind his own net, then reverses. Step up from the point there defensively, but a nice play by Cameron Blattbat to tap it up and out of the zone. Chipped ahead briefly by Beck, but then knocked right back out of the zone by Creek. Bruins trying to attack at the blue line and not allow the Raiders to get in to get set up. Fed back up towards the point. Manville's there. Battle on the near side boards along with Blattbat. Bruins slide out. 2-on-1 developing. Quick step up by Miller. Good defensive play. And then a shot coming off the stick of Berger gets blocked. And now on the near side boards for Teddy Armadas and out of the zone. More to the Raiders' liking. Dumped in as they go for a line change by Cameron Blattbat. Armadas patrols the blue line there for a moment until all the bodies get set. Lasky steps up, puts a hit on, forces them to dump it in deep.
3 minutes to go in the first.
Puck all the way around the near side for Pete Armatas. His pass intercepted and fed back in. Carter goes down behind, picks it up in the corner, whips it hard side to the near side and comes off of Pete and out of the zone off the skate of Pulaski. Down ice for Wolf. Wolf pulls up, comes up the near side, swings out, feeds it far side boards. Pulaski's there to take the man off the puck. Good physical play there and right back through the middle for Pete Armatas. Hands that one off for Ash, who snaps a shot that goes wide of the cage on the left. Matthew Carter picks it up at the point, goes far side. McDonald steps up, throws it off of his own man, but still kept in the zone briefly before it comes out. Breaking out off the stick of McDonald, shooting in. Nice save there by Miller as he steps out. Blocker pushes that aside, and the puck is thrown out of the zone by the Raiders. Regrouping is Creek as the Bruins take control of the puck, slide down the near side boards, trying to feed it out in the front, but Lai does a good job of intercepting and skating out, flashing ahead Camden gets stood up at the blue line nicely, but dumps it in deep as Peterson made a nice play defensively for the Bruins.
He bounced right back up.
As he always does. Puck out
There it
front.
is.
Oh, there was the bounce. Lai almost got there. That's why you don't quit on the play. He jumped up, went to the net, and just about found the bouncing puck that came over the top of the cage. There's a play down in deep, blown edge there by a Bruin player. I don't think that was anything that needed to be called, as the ref was standing right there, and he agrees.
You're spot on. The skates came out from underneath him, that's all.
Drew Lorenzo chips it down in and behind, wheeled around and fired up the near side boards, but kept in by Woody at the point. Backhanded down low by Ihaya with 1:10 left in the period. Creek is comfortable just dumping it out and down ice. Miller on the rolling puck just slows it up for Williams. He wings it up ice, but Wolf is there to intercept, taps it to the far side boards. That gets chipped on, goes off the stanchion and doesn't get deep for Beck. That gives room trying to stretch for Brennan. There's your stretch pass again. Brennan hanging out at the blue line, but defended nicely there by Miller. Tied in behind, Miller feeds it out to the near side corner. 40 seconds left in the period. In behind, Teddy Armitage tries to kick that free with the skate. Brennan in the battle, comes out onto Miller's stick. Luke sends it ahead, and it comes out of the zone for the Raiders. Cameron Blackbat first to the puck on the far side, sends it in on net, but it goes wide behind the cage. 20 seconds left in the period. Luke Miller feeds it down low, pass out front. Ian Beck, what a step out save there by Wild. Dumped out of the zone. Miller in a foot race needs to win that. Instead, it's won by Creek, but luckily comes to the near side corners. They feed it out with 4 seconds left in the period. Playing behind the cage, time running down. Holding the stick nicely by number 11, Bonasinga. Quietly kind of tying up our D by just holding his stick in the belly, but no damage done.
Good intentions there by Miller. He was just he was looking for the puck to get to him, and that thing couldn't come fast enough. It was just dribbling the entire way. And the intention was to put a glove on it and get the end of the period. Shots on goal after the first period. 13 for Creek and 8 for the Regis Raiders. So not a big separation between the two of them, but I'd say scoring chances, like the shots, probably leaned in Creek's favor.
Yeah, I think so.
We got this is a pretty cool one. We got Uncle Jay, who tunes into, I think, every single contest, and I don't know what the time zone is in Tokyo, but he's tuning in from Tokyo, and that's Michael Manville's uncle. And then Tom, this is one of my favorite ones here for shout-outs. So next Tuesday, we're going to see the Final Four tournament for the varsity program, for the varsity CHASA program. And our Raiders are going to match up against I think they're playing Valor going into the contest. And I know Caden Blackbat, Max Myhill, Ben Romero, and Carter Lutz, all part of that program, are watching tonight and cheering on the JV boys.
Thanks, fellas.
So I tell you what, we're going to deliver a win here for you guys tonight. You do likewise on Tuesday. We wish you guys the best of luck. I know that all our boys are going to be watching that game. We're going to be cheering hard.
Absolutely.
Looking for big things from you guys. So good luck to you as we get ready to start the second period.
So as we anticipated, hard-fought first period. Both teams showing the style they want to play, but a 0-0 contest going to the start of the second.
I actually called it. I thought it was going to be a 0-0 contest, but I got to admit I thought it was going to be because of conservative play.
Not because of great goaltending.
Not because of great goaltending.
That last save that Wild made at the end on Beck looked like a real clean opportunity, probably the best of the game for either side.
Yeah.
And he stepped out nicely. Puck gets thrown up into the ceiling, hits the center cross beam, and we'll get a face-off at center ice, I believe, to restart here at 14:38.
Yep, that 0-0 tie after one had nothing to do with conservative play. That was a fast-paced,
clean period.
Clean period, yep.
Face-off knocked ahead there by Beck, comes near side. Quick step up and steal there by Blackbat, knocks it down into the zone. Cameron digging for it, goes down on the near side board, but comes up with the puck, feeds it into the corner. Going around on the back side is Campbell. He feeds it out of the zone, comes up ice, for the quick feet there of Bonasinga. Bonasinga goes in, can't settle the puck, so goes in behind the cage to the far side corner in a battle there with Williams, who wins. Carson comes up ice, tapped ahead, but all the way down ice. That'll be icing on the Raiders.
Smart play by Williams. Just keep him on the outside. Not so much the icing. Talking a few seconds before that, Tom. Just to qualify that.
I think he was caught in between, just kind of feeding a little sauce down the middle, because he did have a man breaking out, but you didn't want to turn that over, so you put a little more mustard on it and made it all the way down for the icing. Schaefer doing a good job coming off the face-off there to control the puck. It gets thrown back in by the Bruins, but controlled by Liam McDonald. Comes all the way around here near side. Damrath is there. Puck gets tapped out of the zone by the Raiders. Schaefer steps up, trying to keep it in the zone. Comes out just past the blue line. Carter's there to battle, as is Filler, and Filler retakes the puck and knocks it back in.
Go get him, Jake. Let's go.
Hambrick on the far side for the Bruins. Feeds it ahead to our blue line. Big hit from Filler, takes Hambrick down, and the puck's controlled there by McDonald. Good back-checking work by Filler again, and in comes Schaefer to pick it up. Trent has it, waits, looks, flips it up high, and just outside his own blue line.
That hit shook up Hambrick. He
went to the bench.
Went right to the bench, yep.
Carried ahead, tap back out through the zone, goes off the stick of number 15, Anthony Callahan, so no icing on the Bruins. Back on D. McDonald can't find it. Miller steps in support, and Liam comes out with it. McDonald throws it ahead off the body of Camden Lai, ends up back at the blue line, and now we're doing a little bit of deep puck shuffling, as that's an icing coming against Logan Flay for the Bruins.
12:48 in the middle frame.
Raiders looking to probably get a little bit more offensive zone puck possession going. See if they can get some of their in-zone work going. Starts with a face-off win, which we get as Teddy Armitage dumps it into the far side corner. Bodied off the puck is Ihaya, but Lorenzo sweeps in to pick that up, and then D'd up there by Callahan. Fed out front by Lorenzo, knocked into the near side corner by Creek, immediately challenged there by Lai. Ihaya and Lai digging along with Lorenzo. Drew in there, has it pinned up against the skates in the near side corner. Lai trying to dig that out. It gets forced in behind for Wolf by the Bruins, and Wolf flips it up and out of the zone all the way down ice. Should be an icing, and it is.
Well, that's what I would describe as conservative hockey those last two shifts. So what we're seeing in the second period is what I expected to see in the first. Not a lot of risk taking. We had a 2-on-2 in the corner. And outside of that little box, it was pretty much a standstill. The puck released, and Creek just sent it down the ice and reset.
Well, Pat Beckville back out. Face-off one, but nice step-up play there by Creek. Forecheck pressure from Bonasinga has been good this game for Creek. But no harm done as it gets knocked all the way down ice and controlled there by Williams. Flipped it ahead, glove down at the point, but a nice step up by Beck to knock it free, and he's going to force Wolf back in behind his own net. Wolf comes out the far side, tapped free off the puck by Beck, controlled by Manville. Nice slip move, shot short side off the mask. Another shot from Manville, held by Wild.
We got an injury for the Creek team again here.
That's Wolf on the far side. He's skating back to the bench, albeit slowly.
So that pressure you're talking about on our D in the offensive zone face-offs, what the defensive side of that face-off is, the wingers are taught to pressure the points coming off of that face-off if they lose it. And I tell you, Creek is well trained on that. Every time they lose a face-off, both their wingers are just gunning for our point men to put pressure on them.
Well-coached squad when it comes to defensive positioning in their own zone.
Which from a D standpoint, that means if the puck comes to you, you move it quickly. It doesn't have to be at the net, but get it deep.
That's right. Eli Ash digs one out of the far side corner. And then it goes back up the far side boards. Ends up at the blue line, but kept in and bumped back low there by Pulaski. Down in goes Ash, comes around the near side. McDonald's pinches in to keep it in the zone. Ash is battling, thrown up, glove down by McDonald, thrown in behind the cage and comes out the far side for Filler. Jake has it, feeds it back behind, but out of the reach of Ash, and it comes up onto the near side boards for Hambrick, who's back on the ice. Thrown all the way down ice, Matthew Carter's there, shields the man off with the body and feeds it around the far side boards for Pete Armitage. Pete tries to backhand it up and out, gets stick check there, but gets support coming from Filler as Jake comes ahead and chips it in on net. Sticked aside, but then held by Wild as Filler continued in.
Ice has tilted a little bit more in the Raiders' favor over the last couple of shifts, but not a lot of shots getting through.
Scoring chances, when you look at that first period, were actually pretty good for both sides. Probably 3 or 4 really good looks at the net.
Yep.
Haven't seen anything close to that this period so far.
I cursed it with my conservative comments.
Face-off won and fed all the way down ice by Creek. And that's going to be an icing on the Bruins.
And right on cue and icing.
Here's what our first period assessment was supposed to be. We're seeing it in the second period.
So welcome to our 2-hour-long second period.
As the faceoff comes down, controlled by the Bruins, in behind his own net is Kretschmer. Reverses back with no pressure coming from the Raiders, slides up, slips through one man, but then stolen and backhanded down low. Schaefer feeds it across the crease just outside of the reach of Filler, and it comes all the way around to the near side, and it's taken up and out of the zone by Zane Howard.
Good body by Damrath there.
Damrath took Howard off the puck, knocked ahead. Nice step up there by Armitage. Sorry, I got to get used to not saying.
I know, the coaches are keeping us on the toes.
He's got me on my toes. You know how badly I was just about to call out Liam there and thought Waters was making that play. Up on the near side, Damrath steals a puck, throws it in on net, and it's covered by Wild.
That's just a byproduct of our COVID season, a larger roster, not enough jerseys, sharing jerseys. So they're keeping the commentators on their toes by switching up the jerseys between players, and I'd say you're doing a pretty good job, Tom.
I have your help, my friend. Thank you. Mihaya's face-off knocked off the stick of Lai. Can't control. Comes out of the zone. McDonald's there to dump it in deep as the Raiders touch up. Down in deep is Wolf going in behind. Flips it up ice out to the neutral zone. There's McDonald again, but he gets forecheck pressure coming from Callahan. Still controlled at the center ice, and then the Raiders get it. Ihaya dumps it in deep to the corner, heads in on the forecheck, along with Lorenzo on the far side, who can't quite get there. Nice step up defensively, though, by Carter, as he keeps it in and forces the dump up and out again by the Bruins. Bruins looking to try and get that floater bouncing puck that might get them out with some pressure on our D in the neutral zone.
I can't help to wonder whether or not Coach Ott has picked up on that, because we're sending one guy in. Only one guy. We don't have a lot of F2 pressure today.
Because they're playing so high with their forward pressure at the blue lines. McDonald's down in the corner. He and Brennan in a battle for the puck. Puck comes down and up, fed across ice, but outside of the reach of Carter. Carter takes it up, dumps it in. That's going to be icing, as he was on the wrong side of the center ice line for that one. Raiders will get their change, but they'll have a defensive zone faceoff.
And that's what I was speaking about when I said that we're going to see maybe a more conservative game today. Only one guy going deep a lot of the time, or F1 pressure, F2 sitting back a little bit, and F3's really kind of high in the zone, supporting the defensive side of any breakout coming their way. And that's exactly what this second period's look like.
Indeed.
Not a lot of noise in front of the net.
Shots from the point, dumped back down in low, went off a skate, never really ended up in on Miller. Nice tap out there by Blackbat onto the stick of Manville, but good defensive positioning by Hambrick for the Bruins. Brennan tries to swing wide, dumps it in deep to the corner, goes in himself behind the cage for it. There he is, getting separated from the puck as the Raiders try to feed it up the near side board, and out comes Beck with the puck. Breaks through on Hambrick, cuts through the middle, loses the puck. Raiders are off sides and dumped in deep as the Raiders touch up by Blackbat.
It's the right play.
Hambrick with the puck, tries to feed it up, stretching through the middle, definitely their mantra, looking for those opportunities. That puck deflects all the way down on Miller. He's forced to cover.
I would describe it as very careful hockey.
7:49 of the second period, still a 0-0 hockey game.
So we got Camden Live's grandparents in Kentucky who are watching, and Amma in California. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Hope to bring you guys some good news here momentarily.
Puck is up and out at the blue line. Good step ahead there by Pete Armitage, but he can't quite get to the puck. Comes near side for Teddy. Ted Armitage touches loose, gets turned over onto the stick of Peyton Wade. He has no one with him, and that gives Teddy time to get back across to the other side of the ice and get the puck free. Raiders able to get it just out of the zone, but dumped right back in by Wade.
Good
for
reverse.
Creek. Nice reversal for the D. Comes up, Ash looking ahead. He tries to get a stretch of his own for Pete Armitage, but stick check by Wolf at center ice. Dumped in by the Raiders. They'll go for a change as the forecheck comes from Ash. Good read there by Pete as he heads it off. Ash fires one high and Wild flashes the glove and closes it in. Holds it, but a nice save there by Wild on the quick shot from Eli Ash.
I wouldn't want to be a defender going back to pick up that puck if I knew Ash was coming my way. He never stops moving his feet. You can hear the footsteps coming.
And it just makes for nervous hands squeezing the stick
Sure
a little
does.
tighter. And that's where you can see that turnover. Nice face-off win in the offensive zone by the Raiders. McDonald tries to feed it low, but good defensive position. Stolen, though, back by Filler as he creates that opportunity. Tries to throw it out front for Schaefer. Can't get through to Trent as there was multiple bodies in front of him. Now picked up and thrown towards the net by Damrath. Goes off a skate and wide. Carter's there to dump it down low, but fed right back up to the point and out by the Bruins. McDonald is there, tap that free at center ice. Backhanded back into the zone there by Dominic Suchkov. Liam is there to feed it around the near side for Carter, but out of his reach, and stepping in is Ryan O'Neill for the Bruins. O'Neill goes down, Filler's there in support. Puck ends up loose onto Suchkov's stick. He fires a shot in on Miller. It's loose in front, couldn't find it. McDonald does a great job finding the loose puck in the paint and feeding it out of the zone.
Patience, just cool as a cat. Very patient play by McDonald there.
Down into our corner there. Carter gets pushed in on, but feeds it backhand around the near side. Liam comes up ice, finds Damrath, who backhands it ahead for Schaefer, and Trent taps it into the zone. Forecheck pressure by Schaefer, but the puck is fed out by Wolf up and down ice for an icing.
5:45 to go in the middle frame.
Still a 0-0 hockey game. Offensive zone faceoff for Bat Beckville. Picked up by, Manville. Just swept right through and quick shot across, went right across the front of the goal mouth. Now down in the far side corner is Cameron. Blattbat comes out behind the net with it, works the near side corner, pushed out wide by Suchkov. Digging the puck out of the Raiders in the near side corner. Ends up on Beck's stick, tries to go down low for Manville. Good defensive position there, and the Bruins feed it up the boards on the near side. Good step up by Williams, but still carried out by Suchkov, and he feeds it down in deep. Around the near side for Williams, he has it, feeds it up the boards to the point, but not out. Hambrick dumps it down far side corner as he was pressured there by Blattbat. Blattbat picks up the puck on the near side, goes cross ice, but it goes all the way through Manville to the far side blue line. Tossed quickly out of the zone there by Corbin Peterson. Played in off the backhand by Beck as the Raiders go for a change. Peterson comes cross ice for Hambrick for the Bruins, and Hambrick tosses it up on the stretch through his man, and played nicely by Williams back out to center ice. Hambrick tries the far side with not much more success as Woody's there to pick that one off. Wheels in behind his own net and comes up the boards for Lai. Nice
Breakaway,
tap out
go.
and a breakaway coming for Lorenzo. He slashes in, shot low, pad save. Beauty by Wild as he stayed nice and calm, square to the puck. First real good look there of the period. Now, positionally, Raiders lose the puck battle at their own blue line. In comes Bonasinga with it, goes back to the point. Shot down low, deflected back on net and covered by Ryan Miller.
Well, best scoring chance of the game, and in all fairness to Lorenzo on that breakaway, he could feel the pressure coming back. Great back check by the Creek players. Didn't make it easy on him. Well, like you said, while he stood his ground, played his position, made the first save, and that's all the coach ever asked for, right?
That's right. Again, working hard as Lai as he gets it up and out of the zone. Creek dumps it right back in. Near side boards for Camden. Camden taps that out. Good play for Ihaya. Good pass through the legs across there for Lorenzo, but he's forced to backhand it in late in the shift as they go for a change. Swinging around is Wolf for Creek as he comes up ice. Step up by Ash, but Wolf is able to slip by and get it in deep. Far side for Teddy Armadas for the Raiders. He tries to tap it in around the other side. It deflects back out front. Tap down low, goes off a stick, controlled there by Luke Miller, never gets through on Ryan. And Luke feeds it off the glass and out to center ice.
I see Lorenzo over there on the bench shaking his head. He's kind of wondering what's it going to take to put one past this kid.
Got a whistle.
Yeah, here's what I tell Lorenzo. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's going to happen for you, buddy.
We'll get a face-off just outside the Bruins zone. Pulaski's line will be out. Bruins get their line set. Pulaski wins the face-off back to the D. Backhanded to the near side, banged in hard there by Ash all the way down. Pulaski in, pressures the puck free, goes up the far side boards. Suchkov reverses, cuts out through the middle, then feeds it off the boards to no one. Taken there instead by Pete Armatas. Controlled there briefly by Pulaski, but then taken back by Suchkov out of the zone, and he feeds it in deep and around the boards to the near side corner. McDonald comes down, taps it back behind, swept around further on the far side for Pete Armatas, but a good pinch by Wolf forces it back deep for the Bruins. Wolf slows that up and feeds it back down low. Matthew Carter has to go back and feed it up and around. Takes a funny bounce off of the corner, ends up right on a stick of a Bruin and in the back of the net. What a tough deflection there.
Yeah.
So the first bounce of the game ends up to the Bruins. The goal's out to Anthony Callahan's.
Look at this in replay.
On the replay, it came out off the corner, hit one of the stanchions that are between the panes of the glass and deflects right out to the front of the net. And that puck sneaks back onto the stick of Callahan, and he flips one right up in the top corner.
Yeah,
No
that might have caught Carter's stick as well. And that's a tough call for the D. I mean, you're trained to go stick on puck and body on body, and that's exactly what he did. So that might have been a little tough read for Miller as well. But down 1-0. We've got a period and 2 minutes left in the game. We're just going to need to bring it. Yeah, plenty of time. We've got to bring it.
Backhanded in deep by Creek. That ought to give them a little bit of energy. We'll see the response here from the Raiders as Filler goes out the far side with the puck. Backhanded, it deflects out front again. Kept in the zone there by the Bruins. Dumped back down low. Handed off there for number 19, Jacob Berger. Berger tries to come out front. Shot blockered aside there by Miller. On a good shot coming off of Berger's stick. In behind, battle wages between Woody and number 13, Tanner Mitchell. Woody wins the battle, but then it comes out on the stick of Mitchell out front. He gets taken down. And then the puck goes out to the far side boards. Creek with the offensive zone pressure here. Williams waits, reverses back. Comes out on the far side, fires it down ice, willing to take the icing to get the change for the Raiders.
Tom, you're exactly right. That did give the Creek team a little extra energy, and they came out flying on the very next shift. You know, the message to the Raiders, to our boys, is stay composed. There's lots of time left in the game. Play your positions, play smart hockey. You'll get your chances.
Yep, you'll get a bounce too.
Yeah.
And want to take advantage of that opportunity when it comes. Shot goes in off the side of the net, out wide. Creek in to pick up. Right now, 50-50 battle's going a bit more Creek's way. At 1:20 left in the second period. Shot goes in wide of the net, out the far side. Manville comes back down to pick that up in the corner. Feeds it all the way around near side for Balapat. Cameron taps it through the man and comes down ice, battling with Brennan. Step up from Ian Beck, but the puck gets out of the zone. Dumped back in by Carter as the Raiders touch up. Far side boards, Wolf feeds it ahead, stolen there by Manville. Good read by Michael. Support comes from Balatbat, but out the near side comes the Bruins.
Last minute to play.
Wolf on the far side sees it, flips it high, goes off the stanchion. That'll be face off inside the zone as he hit the pipes in the ceiling with that flip.
We've seen a lot of that coming from their D, where they're flipping it out of the zone. You called that out, I think, in the first period. Maybe not the best rink to deploy that strategy because it's pretty low ceiling.
Well, they did play the other game out at Big Bear, where I think you have a 30-foot roof. Face-off won by the Raiders. Lorenzo takes it, wheels down into the corner, fed it out front. Snapshot there from Lai, goes wide of the net, fed back out front. Just couldn't find it, was Ihaya. And that gets dumped all the way down ice for an icing at 29 seconds. Turn off the clock anytime you like.
Yeah, it's a little indecision on the ref's part there too. Some mixed messages, and I think the ref that ultimately needed to make the call just took it upon himself to blow the whistle.
Raiders with a offensive zone face-off, 28 seconds left in the period, down 1-0. Face-off defensive zone win there. Wolf has it, taps it back in the corner for Suchkov, goes up the boards for Brennan. Coming down the boards is Woody, who keeps it in, and then battle on the far side boards. Brennan happy to tie it up if he can, as 14 seconds left in the period. Digging the puck loose is Woody. He chaps it down in the corner, goes off his body high in the air. Ihaya keeps it in the zone, but Wolf is back there trying to flip it up and out. And that kills the clock for the end of the second frame. Creek gets the 1 tally late in that period for the 1-0 lead.
We'll see if we can get a tally on the shots on goal here. I think Sir John's going to bring them our way here in a second. Let's take a peek.
Statistician extraordinaire.
It says unofficial, but you know, for our purposes, we're going to make them official. Looks like 7-5 for Creek in that last period.
So 20-13 right now, the shots, and the more important 1-0 lead for Creek going to the third.
Yeah. So that Beckville line was a solid line for us and brought lots of energy, lots of scoring chances. But that line is normally affectionately referred to as the Mick Beckville line. And I understand the Mick portion of that line is in a position here where he doesn't even get updates on the scores. What's happening to Colin this weekend? What's he doing?
Colin's on his Kairos retreat this weekend out at Regis, unable to rearrange the schedule as his original got canceled due to a COVID outbreak back in December, pushed down to March, and by the time they moved around the tournament, Colin found himself thinking state was 2 weeks from now. So when it got moved, there was just no room in the schedule. All the retreats that are so important for these students and the experience, and it was all booked up, and so he took it as he had to. But I think the hardest thing for him is knowing that he has no updates whatsoever, has no idea how the boys are doing.
So the cell phone's tucked away.
But they're acquitting themselves well, and I know this is where he expects them to be right now, playing without a doubt.
All right, let's get ready for the third period here. 15 minutes to go in the game. And the Beckville line's going to start the third.
Here comes Ian. Beck tries to fight through with the puck, ends up on the stick of Carson Williams. He carries it ahead and dumps it in deep. Manville in on the forecheck pressure for Wolf. Wolf goes around far side, ends up getting through and banged out of the zone. Dumped right back in as Carson gets that deep, and the Raiders touch up and come downhill. Wolf behind, goes out the far side boards for Bonasinga. Bonasinga, though, gets forced off the puck quickly by Manville. Puck in his feet, tapped ahead, knocked loose. Can't find it as Beck, and it gets chipped into the Raiders zone. Carson Williams there to retreat back in control. Kicked loose by Wolf at the point, stolen back by Beck, and a battle there with Brennan.
Missed a hand pass there. Or D-zone that they let those
D-zone
go.
not, D-zone, that's okay. Out they come, stip free, fed down low, but in behind Bonasinga as Brennan was looking for him down low, but the errant pass ends up getting scooped up by the Raiders and fed up the near side boards. Manville digging there in a battle for the puck. He comes across through Bonasinga, gets away with one there.
We got a blade on the ice, so.
Somebody lost the blade of the skate. I think that's going to be Bonasinga as he's pushing across. Oh, Wolf tries to come up, loses the puck, goes around far side boards. Ash is there.
Now that's an interesting whistle. I think they called it maybe thinking they had an injury on the ice. What had happened is a blade came out of number 14's skate, And maybe from a safety standpoint, that's the right whistle to blow. But that's a long trip to the bench when you don't have a blade to skate on.
Exactly. Face off outside the Raiders zone at the blue line. Pulaski's there.
I can tell you that Coach Ott doesn't agree with the whistle.
Yep. We had control of the puck. He would have expected them to have to get control first.
Yep, no, he's right.
Up through the zone comes Pete Armitage. He walks down the near side boards, gets the puck in deep for Ash. Eli gets taken off the puck. Armitage in support, able to get Ash to recover. Eli reverses, comes out the near side. Opportunity in front, deflected by Pulaski, and it goes wide of the net. Knocked all the way out of the zone and down for an icing by Creek.
Well,
13:07, third period.
What was interesting in that last play is the D partner disengaged with the play as well. Went and grabbed his partner's stick and tried to pull him to the bench. Probably better just to let the one guy try to make his way to the bench and play shorthanded. Just one man shorthanded.
Not two.
Whistle went anyways. Play was over.
Fillers face off. Ends up getting knocked to the far side boards. Kept in off the skate nicely at the point by Teddy. Comes up on a stick of Filler. There's the bounce. It goes off the post on the short side. Now back as Trent Schaefer slips free, but then the puck comes back to the point. Teddy Armitage fires it in, sticked up in the air and down, still loose on the near side corner for Schaefer. Trent tries to go through the legs, but it's fed out the far side, goes off a stick and stays in the corner of the Bruins zone. Coming back around the near side, fed in behind, trying to get it out of the zone, fanned on first, but then tapped out to center ice. Teddy Armitage is there, throws it into the body of Damrath. He kicks it into the zone, but it's chipped up and out by the Bruins to Beck at center ice. Beck dumps it right back in, forces Creek into their own zone. Kretschmer goes around his net, comes up the near side boards, loses the puck. Beck on him immediately. Ian comes up with it, digs the puck free. Support coming from Balatbat on the near side. Creek able to get the puck out of the zone. Luke Miller at the point is there, and it comes back onto the stick of Teddy Armitage. He fans, but then regains, and Beck is there in support. Center ice, Bruins clogging things up. Feed it off the boards and down just inside into the zone. Raiders have to go back. Carson Williams feeds it up, goes off a Bruins stick, slowed up at their blue line. Bruin D reverses on the far side, step up there by Manville, keeps it in the zone. Manville does a good job knocking it down low and then heads in on the forecheck against Kretschmer. Kretschmer comes out the near side for the Bruins, fed out through Woody at the point. Back is Carson Williams, backhands it up and not out. Good stick work there though, as the Raiders are able to regain via Beck's steal. Beck has it, tosses it loose on the far side boards, gets dumped into the Raiders zone. Quick snapshot goes wide of the cage, outside of the reach of the glove of Miller.
Untimely line change there.
All the way down, but gloved down and kept in by Manville. Nice play, tried to feed it across. Kept in at the point by Carter briefly, but then carried out of the zone, and he dumps it back in as the Raiders touch up. Carter gloves one down and dumps it all the way in deep. Along comes Ihaya, looking to try and pressure Wolf. Wolf chips it hard off the boards for the Bruins, goes off a body, and Ihaya and Lye there, but can't control. Suchkov goes cross ice, down into the corner, but pushed out. Good angle there by McDonald. Now to Wolf at the point, takes a shot right into the glove of Miller and held with traffic in front.
10:21 to go in the third period. I was wondering whether or not we might see Creek drop back into a little bit more of a defensive posture. I know for sure that we're going to want to see the Raiders start to pinch a little bit more, bring all five guys, hold the zone a little bit better, but no indication that Creek is sitting back at all right now.
No, and I think Raiders are smart to make sure that they don't leave those odd man rushes to create the unfortunate 2-goal lead.
Yeah.
So the Raiders are going to have to find their spots. Plenty of time left on the ice, 10 minutes left in the contest. Raiders have not been stymied from the zone. They just need to create a couple of chances. They got a bounce or two there that could have turned into scoring opportunities. They need a little bit more of that. Far side boards fed up to the point. Coming across is Brennan. He puts a hit on Carson Williams, but Carson keeps it in the zone. Shot goes off a Creek stick up high into the beams, and we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone.
That low ceiling coming into play again.
zone faceoff for the Raiders. Pulaski kicks it forward in the corner, but picked up by Hambrick for the Bruins. He comes around the near side. Good forecheck pressure from Ash, as always, forcing Hambrick back, and he harasses him and knocks the puck loose again in the corner. Up to the point for Miller. Luke slips one man, throws it down low, goes off a body, never gets through. Pulaski comes up with it in the corner, waits, walks up the boards, tries to scissor with Miller. Miller comes down the boards to the corner. In support there is Ash. Puck pinned up in the corner boards. Pete Armitage ends up coming up with the puck, feeds it out towards the middle for Miller. Miller can't find it. No shot comes free, and now the Bruins get it out of the zone. Pulaski back on D. Gets pushed loose off the puck by Mario Lyles, but still gets it out of the zone. Dumped all the way back in quickly by Creek as they are changing. Up the near side for Teddy Armitage, just through the stick of Pulaski. Dumped back in by Suchkov, and Luke Miller's back to wing it around the boards here for Pete Armitage. Pete taps it ahead, but the Bruins are there and content to dump it back in, keeping the Raiders a good 175 feet away from their net. Dumped in again to the far side corner. Teddy Armitage feeds it around the near side for Miller. Miller has to reverse far side, and Teddy comes up the boards and feeds it out through the middle off the stick of Pulaski onto a Bruin defender. Suchkov takes a shot that comes wide short side. In deep, Bruins have it. Suchkov throws one out front, easy pad save. Position on the post was Miller. Backhanded up to center ice where Wolf controls for the Bruins. Bruins doing a good job defensively and getting into the zone. Fed out through the middle of the crease. Filler comes up far side, feeds it off for Damrath, back through, but unable to get there is Schaefer. Thrown back into the zone by the Bruins again. Far side boards, tapped ahead and in the zone. Miller, Luke. Something comes up, collision there between Miller and Bonasinga. Bonasinga goes down. Raiders fire it out and down ice outside of the reach.
Creek bench was a little worked up there. I think that play coming across the neutral zone might have gotten up into the hands of a few of the players on the bench.
Okay. 7:16 left, third period. Raiders with a defensive zone faceoff for the Beck line. One cleanly back to the point by the Bruins, deflected by Suchkov, but wide of the net. Bruins have it at the point. This is where our forwards need to get out and put more pressure at the points. Tapped ahead, goes through, hits the skate of the ref, slowed up, but still wouldn't have been icing as there was a player there for the Bruins. Raiders are off sides, need to touch up, and they do, but we need to get our feet moving here.
Yeah, slow coming out of the zone there.
We are not cleanly getting free. All the way back down is Woody battling, but again, another puck battle won by Brennan for the Bruins. Back up to the point. Creek player fires it on, off the chest of Miller and out. Up it comes on the stick of Carson Williams. He taps that down in deep. And coming around onto the near side is Manville battling for the puck. Brought free though by the Bruins, kept in nicely by the glove of Carter. And he does a great job keeping that in the zone at the blue line.
That's a good indication that the message is to begin to pinch. Keep the puck in the O-zone.
Fired down around the boards in behind. Bounces, comes up short side. Fired up to Brennan. He feeds it out of the zone and down ice through Carter. Carter backhands it across, goes off the skate of McDonald, ends up all the way down in our end. McDonald retreats to find the puck with support from Carter. Comes out on the near side corner. Manville can't get it, goes back to the point for Creek. Shot goes into the glove of Miller and held.
5:48 to go in the third period. Now or never, Tom.
1-0 Creek. A little more urgency coming from the Raiders here. Ihaya's faceoff. Picked up by the Raiders briefly, but then off and onto the stick of Teddy Armitage. Taps it off the boards for Camden Lai. Camden feeds it down and goes in and around Hambrick. Comes up with the puck using his feet well. Now out onto the stick at the point of Miller. He tries to throw it back down low on the sideboards. Battle there. But up and out it comes off the stick of one of the Bruins and down ice for an icing.
Both teams having played a game earlier today. Creek with a little bit more rest than the Raiders, but I don't think that should matter, right? I mean,
no.
It's time to empty the tank, and whatever you got left, you're going to put it on the ice.
Absolutely. See the energy from this line as Ihaya comes in for the faceoff. Lorenzo to his left. Lorenzo tries to press up on Wolf. Wolf bangs it hard off the glass, pinching down as he should as McDonald, but it hops through him and out to center ice onto the stick of Peyton Wade. Wade swings wide, shot goes off a stick and up over the top of the cage. McDonald feeds it far side, Camden lies there, tries to chip it out as he saw the oncoming D, and then it's fed out of the zone by Ihaya, but gloved down by the Bruins. Wolf on the near side slips through Lorenzo and then dumps it into the deep corner. Down goes Carson William to recover in the corner. Waits, good hustle there by the Bruins. They're still battling. Up the far side boards for Ash. Ash tries to kick that free. Tapped up off the glass and out and down ice by the Raiders for an icing.
4:34 left on the clock.
Raiders having a hard time as the Bruins are finding energy on the forecheck. Their defensive pressure through both the neutral zone and on the forecheck has really created some difficulties for the Raiders here in the last couple of minutes. Filler's face-off, tapped back into the corner, picked up by Suchkov, thrown off the side of the net on the far side. Tries to feed it off the backhand, picked up nicely by Luke Miller for the Raiders. He gets pressure immediately though from Ryan O'Neill. Comes out high to the front, picked up though and thrown out just through the stick of Trent Schaefer and all the way down ice. Good on rushing Filler, negates the icing, and now Schaefer has it in the near side corner. Comes to the point for Carter, back down low for Trent. Trent feeds it towards the front, deflects off the skate of Filler, goes in behind the net. Out the far side is Ash as he battles for the puck. Ash chips it down low. Bruins player backhands it clear. Comes up on the corner, fed in behind as they gain some space for number 14, Carson Campbell.
We need more than one man deep on those plays, Tom.
We need a couple of forwards getting to the puck now or never. Bouncing puck ends up in the zone. Miller able to get it with a skate. Suchkov gets pinched off by Schaefer, and the Raiders gain control. Fed up ice. Schaefer can't get there, but then puts pressure on, forcing a loose puck, but there's no forward support as the F2 is unable to get up in the play. Now it comes near side for Suchkov. Suchkov for the Bruins walks in, fires one low, and the Bruins are off sides.
That's exactly it. We're not seeing any F2 support down low. I think we got a few short shifts. We got some tired legs out there.
And it shows as the Raiders have one shot this period on net. .3:15 left, face-off outside the Raiders zone. Beck feeds it ahead, gets dumped all the way in deep by the Bruins. Carson Williams is there to chip it off the boards, but it gets through Manville and out. Manville tries to go across on a quick feed out to Beck, but that gets stick checked nicely by Suchkov.
Creek is clogging up the neutral zone.
Oh, loses it off the puck of McDonald onto the stick of Brennan. Brennan goes out to the far side corner. Step up on him now. We got to see some feet moving here for the Raiders as they need to start pressuring every single puck to force some turnovers with no room just to dump it in. The Bruins will be more than happy to do that for the next 2.5 minutes.
240.
Out front loose, great pad save there by Miller on the turnover to Suchkov. Now it goes out the far side boards, tapped ahead, and on comes an on-rushing Beck, but he loses the puck. Comes back on side, gets support there coming down the zone. In the corner is Manville. He gets knocked off the puck. Tapped free there by Cameron Blattbat. Cameron has it in deep. Suchkov comes up. Cameron goes down. Tucked free there for Ian Beck behind. Feeds it over for Manville. Manville comes out the near side corner and gets immediate pressure from Brennan. Brennan bangs it off the boards and out. Coming ahead quickly is Bonasinga, but a good defensive play there by Miller.
2 minutes to go in third.
Miller coming up himself, far side there for Lai. Good stretch pass on for Camden. He throws it on, stick to side there by Wild. 1:44 left in the corner. Schaefer gets knocked down.
We got 6 men.
Empty net fed across the front, goes off a skate. Quick rush there by Lorenzo to the point. He gets knocked down. Carter regains control. backhands it back in the zone. Raiders touch up. We've got a penalty call.
No, it's not.
No, offside on the Raiders. Sorry. Yeah. Now that's thrown out of the zone. Controlled there by Carson Williams. Goes far side for Carter. Fed ahead for Filler. Filler tries to go through Wolf. Gets knocked down by Wolf at the point of attack. Good defensive play there. Comes around the near side for Lyles. Kept in, though, by Schaefer at the point. His shot, though, gets blocked, and it comes back out to the neutral zone. Schaefer feeds that one off for Carson Williams.
1 minute to go.
Left in the game. Far side boards. Liam McDonald splashes ahead, steps through the defender, but then loses an edge and goes down in the far side corner. Now the Raiders have it, where they're getting extra men on the puck. Got to dig that free, and they do. Comes back up for Carson Williams. Williams waits, gets pushed out wide. Good play by Lyles. And in behind the net it goes. Raiders have got to get control of the puck and take advantage of the odd man. Puck out front. Can't find it. Beck can't find it. Now Manville has it in the near corner. Manville throws one towards the net, blocked off a body. In behind goes Lai. Camden's can't move out to the far side corner. Thrown all the way down ice by Creek for an icing.
18.1 seconds left in the final frame.
Should be about right time for a timeout for the Raiders, coming probably from Coach Ott, as he's going to need to draw something up for a face-off win and a scoring chance here in the last 18 ticks.
Well, that's a sense of urgency we've been looking for the last 15 minutes. The extra man certainly helped with the cause, but honestly, I mean, it was absent for a lot of the period.
It was. I think we let them dictate the pace, and we let them dump pucks in deep, and we weren't working to get pucks down in their zone and put pressure on their D. Their D had a lot of room to clear pucks and also to slow things up through the neutral zone.
Well, with only 18.1 seconds, we still got time on the clock, and the good news is it takes only one shot.
That's right. As you said, you knew it'd be a hard-fought hockey game, and it has been.
Yeah.
Not surprised to see the 1-0 score at this point of the game, whether it was their way or ours.
Incredible,
Incredible
goaltending performance on both sides of the ice. Hats off to Miller, who went 8 periods of shutout hockey before one snuck by him.
And only on a squirrely carom off the board. And here you go. Beck, big face-off for Ian. One down, defensive zone win there for the Bruins, but quickly controlled, fed out front, backhand, tapped on, 15 seconds, loose in front, banged low, and then thrown out of the zone. 10 seconds. That's going to be a tough one because it's not going to go down for icing. Carson's got to wheel and feed that all the way up. 5 seconds, and not enough time for the Raiders as Creek is going to come away with the Kaha title.
Well, congratulations to the Cherry Creek Bruins. That's a 5-0 performance in the tournament. Not a surprise to see Dylan Wild with yet another shutout performance.
Raiders with a great effort.
And that was a difference maker. In the beginning of the broadcast, Tom, I believe they said the first goal was going to be an important one.
It was the only one.
It was the only one.
Yeah.
And so,
hats off to you, Raiders. You guys played great.
Yeah.
You just had a tough contest, and I think it really came down to just little chances.
Against your arch rivals, and again, I can't say it enough. Miller with just an absolutely phenomenal performance throughout the entire tournament, and one snuck by him there, making the difference. So the final shots on goal were 25-17 for Creek. Probably more important than that was the score, which is the 1-0 win. So,
well, we really appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, thanks again to the Woody family for the sponsorship of the Shaw broadcast. Thanks to our Shaw partners here for all the great camera work. Congratulations to the Raiders on a really hard-fought game and well played through the tournament.
Tom, thanks for your play-by-play today. We'll see you back here. We'll see what we've got left for the season. I think we might have one little tournament here at the end of the year.
Hopefully, maybe some CPHL playoffs. But the Raiders acquitted themselves well through this and played hard today. And I think the scoreboard shows how evenly matched these two teams were through the majority of this contest.
1 goal against Dylan Wild in the last 4 games.
We're going to solve that kid someday.
Solve that kid one
or
day,
he's going to graduate and move on. Thanks again, folks. Really appreciate all the family tuning in.
All right.
Hi to my
Tom,
folks in California. Hi, Mom and Dad.
All right, thanks, Tom.
how to get done. We saw you get done halfway. That's how you do it.
Longest part, right?